Northern California, the late 1960s. A time of peace, love, and cultural revolution. Yet beneath the vibrant surface, a darkness stirred. A shadow emerged, casting a chilling pall over the idyllic landscape. His name, or rather the name he gave himself, was the Zodiac, a name that would become synonymous with terror, mystery, and the dark side of the human psyche. The Zodiac Killer, as he came to be known, was no ordinary criminal. He was a phantom, a specter who haunted the highways and byways of Northern California, preying on young couples, his methods brutal, his motives shrouded in enigma. He taunted the police, the press, and the public alike with cryptic messages, coded ciphers, and chilling threats, turning his reign of terror into a macabre game. This is the story of the Zodiac Killer, a story of unsolved murders, coded messages, and the tireless pursuit of justice. It is a story that has captivated and horrified the world for decades, a chilling reminder that even in the most enlightened times, darkness can lurk around every corner. The Zodiac's reign of terror began quietly, almost mundanely, on a December night in 1968. David Arthur Faraday, 17, and Betty Lou Jensen, 16, were parked on Lake Herman Road, a popular lover's lane, when tragedy struck. Shots rang out, piercing the night, their echoes swallowed by the surrounding hills. The next morning, their bodies were discovered, lifeless, in the front seat of Faraday's Rambler. They had been shot at close range, execution style. The brutality of the crime sent shockwaves through the community. Who could commit such a heinous act? Was it a random act of violence or something more sinister? The answer, or at least a hint of it, would come a few months later. On July 4, 1969, another young couple, Darlene Ferrin, 22, and Michael Mageau, 19, were attacked at the Blue Rock Springs Park in Vallejo. Ferrin was shot and killed, while Mageau, though seriously wounded, survived the attack. The attack at Blue Rock Springs Park bore striking similarities to the Lake Herman Road murders. Both involved young couples parked in secluded locations. Both were marked by a cold-blooded efficiency that spoke of a practiced hand. But this time, there was something more. A man had been seen observing the couples at both crime scenes. He was described as a white male, heavy-set, in his late 20s or early 30s. The description was vague, but it was all the police had to go on. Little did they know that the killer himself was about to make contact. On August 1, 1969, 3 letters arrived at the Vallejo Times-Herald, the San Francisco Chronicle, and the San Francisco Examiner. Each letter contained a nearly identical message claiming responsibility for the murders at Lake Herman Road and Blue Rock Springs Park. The letters were chilling, taunting, and filled with a strange, almost boastful sense of pride. But it was the symbols at the bottom of each letter that truly captivated the public's imagination. They were ciphers, complex codes that the killer claimed contained his true identity. The ciphers, 3 in total, were a mixture of astrological symbols, letters, and seemingly random characters. They were a puzzle, a challenge to the authorities, and the public ate it up. Newspapers printed the ciphers, amateur sleuths pored over them, all hoping to be the one to crack the code and unmask the killer. One of the ciphers, a 408-character cryptogram sent to the San Francisco Chronicle, was eventually solved by a schoolteacher and his wife, Donald and Betty Harden. The message, while rambling and disjointed, offered a glimpse into the killer's twisted psyche. "I like killing people because it is so much fun," the cipher read. "It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all." The message sent chills down the spines of readers across the Bay Area. The Zodiac was not just a killer, he was a monster who reveled in his crimes. The Bay Area was gripped by fear. Parents kept their children indoors, couples avoided secluded areas, and the police patrolled the streets with an almost frantic urgency. The Zodiac had become a boogeyman, a symbol of the darkness that lurked beneath the surface of everyday life. The letters and the ciphers kept coming, each one a fresh wave of terror washing over the Bay Area. The Zodiac demanded his messages be printed on the front page of the newspapers, threatening further bloodshed if his demands were not met. The media, caught between their duty to inform the public and the fear of inciting further violence, largely complied. The Zodiac claimed to have killed 37 people, but only 7 attacks resulting in 5 deaths are officially attributed to him. He was never caught, his identity remaining a mystery to this day. The case went cold, but the legend of the Zodiac lived on. Over the years, there have been countless theories, suspects, and even confessions. Some have been more credible than others, but none have been conclusive. The Zodiac case remains one of the most infamous unsolved mysteries in American history, a testament to the enduring power of fear and the human fascination with the unknown. The Zodiac's impact on popular culture is undeniable. His crimes have inspired countless books, documentaries, and even Hollywood films. He has become a cultural icon, a symbol of the dark underbelly of American society, a reminder that even in the land of opportunity, monsters can lurk in the shadows.